And good morning. We're into video 3. It is currently 20 past 9, Friday the 3rd of February. Oh, it's an early one, but obviously we've got the S&P news release for GBP anytime now, 9 minutes. So just as the market's opening, the PMI it's looking to be better than expected, so I am currently in buys at the moment on GBP JPY. As you can see here, it's recently hit a key support zone here. I was just quite concerned though, because as you can see these candles have come down here, and on the 4-hour chart it still had a little bit of time to go, and I wasn't sure whether the news would create that pivot point or not. So I may have entered a little bit early, but obviously it's going okay so far. As you can see, the account we're now down to 9,985. So last night, unfortunately, there was China news release. I can't remember what it was. There was China news release last night, and unfortunately, I had managed to pull back yesterday. I think we were on like 10,200 after a loss here or there. So you can see here we had those losses on GBP Chef yesterday morning. There was also news release yesterday morning. It went against us when it was released around 10 a.m. I think, and as you can see, hit a stop loss here, so we lost around just under 250 to 40. However, then yesterday we had a very good streak. We made it all back. You can see here we did some scalping on US 30, sorry, 110, 80, 57, 97, 120. So we had a nice little run on gold and US 30 yesterday, made it all back, and then bosh, all went out the window last night. I was reading a news post, and this is where I shot myself in the foot, and it was just pure going off of instinct, because I didn't properly do my analysis like I should have done. And I was reading through this news forum thing regarding the January productivity in China and Japan, and how obviously it was affected by COVID, but it's come back now, and that it's up from the previous month. So I was thinking, okay, you know what I mean, it might be positive for the economy, and we'll boost the Hong Kong cash token up. So I started purchasing, as you can see, high lots, 10 lots, 3 lots, 3 lots, 1 lots, and this is just before the news release. And I shouldn't have done. I should have been patient, seeing how the markets reacted from the news, because I didn't do that analysis, and then looked for a possible entry, or even just done my analysis. But because it was so late, I think the news was released at 1:45 a.m. I was quite tired, so again, basically lost what we gained yesterday, put us back on to what we on 9985. So it's not too ideal. Obviously, we've got a news release in the next 5 minutes. We've got the Non Farm Payroll this afternoon, so God forbid it'll go in our favour. If not, we'll see how it goes. If so, obviously next week is a fresh week. I was hoping to get the challenge done by Friday, but I guess it's not looking that way. Honestly, I think I need to just take a step back, and if anything, just not necessarily forget about it, but just maybe do my analysis and enter trades on my personal account, and then sort of mimic it on this account, because obviously I'm doing my analysis and placing my initial trades on this account. I'm not, like I said in my previous video, I don't think I'm just giving it the respect that it deserves, and I'm being too impulsive. And if we carry on like this, obviously we're just going to be up, down, left and right. We need to be consistently profitable and managing our risk reward ratio. So we'll see how we get on. The GBP news release is going to be released any second now, so I thought I'd just show you the impact it has on the markets, and obviously how risky it can actually be trading during the news release. and obviously you'll see how this reacts. So I've just obviously closed the initial one lot we entered for 57. I've adjusted a couple of these stop losses, entered again, and we'll see how we go. So if it does go against us, it'll probably just hit these stop losses around entry, and then the ones that we just entered will probably just lose the 50 odd that we just made. So we'll see how it reacts. It's a bit bearish at the moment. I'm not too sure if it's been announced yet though. No, 1 minute away, so we're close. We're very close. 58 seconds. See if we can hold on till then. Gold looks like it's had a bit of a bullish push. It did, yeah. It's coming down a bit now. Come on, we know you can do it. We want the shekels. Give us shekels. Oh, where's gold going? Rocket Man. Oh, it's getting exciting. Oh, I think we're in business. We're in business. Let's go. Should I adjust my stop loss? No, be patient. Be patient, young Padawan. I could honestly do this all day, every day, all night. I might have a heart attack though by the time I'm 30, but hey, be worth it. So yeah, you can see as the news has been released, it's not completely broke out. Like say for example the non-farm payroll, it would have been flying up by now. It'd have been up, down, left, and right. But you can see the impact that it has had. It's already created that little bullish breakout of what it was already doing, and just adds to the confluence of it. Can even one of the things it can do as well is act as a price reversal and a pivot point. So you can see here, if I go on to H4, we were sort of in a bearish trend, and not just that, we weren't necessarily at this little support and resistance zone yet. So I'm not sure whether it's gonna act as sort of like a trend zone, as you can see here, trend slash wedge, or whether it would have carried on coming down to this 155,909 mark. So that's what I was referring to. However, obviously with the news release, if the news release is positive for the GBP and creates that bullish, that could then act as a price reversal, and then we could come back up towards 5.7, 5.8, and then it be that trend. So it can act as like a key pivot point, depending on obviously the news release and how much it affects. But no, this looks like it's gone in our favour. I'm going to start adjusting my stop losses soon. Obviously I don't want to pull them up right now if it we've hit the max daily loss. Accounts bust. Non-farm payroll was super choppy. It was like I predicted it being positive for the US dollar. It was, but I shot myself in the foot by not only second guessing my trades, but my stop losses as well, because of the drawdown. I was so focused, and I was like, I opened too many trades, and then because of obviously the volatility, they would all then be like close to the max drawdown, or even say half of it, which would obviously then bring the emotions into it, and I would then be concerned. I would bring my stop losses further down, because obviously I wouldn't want to hit the max drawdown, and then it would just hit my stop loss, and like say, as you can see here, it was just a good run, bad run, good run, bad run. Yeah, literally. And then the NFP came. We were in sells on gold and buys on US 30. However, US 30 just went the same way as gold, so we lost probably 200 on US 30. and then we had a quick scalp on gold, made some of it back. But yeah, not the best, to be fair. I mean, we finished on 9,991. However, because the daily maximum loss was 500, we hit 591. So unfortunately, the maximum daily loss has been violated. It says please contact us for support, but a message support saying what do I do now, because it doesn't say anything. And they just basically say, well, obviously you've got to pay for another account or on your way, which obviously is understandable. It's a funded account process at the end of the day. You don't pass the challenge, you don't pass it. I'm definitely going to pay for another account, go for it again, attempt number 2. However, this time I'm going to log out. Not like log out, but I'm going to log out of my mobile on MetaTrader and log back in with the investor only password, so that I can't have the access there and then to edit the trades and adjust the stop losses and close trades and open trades impulsively, because I noticed, like, well, obviously that is it, that my emotions were just obviously not disciplined enough, and I didn't like if you look at the trades were good. Like, I had such good trades. I like, say for example earlier, USD check, I was in big lot buys on USD. I don't know why it's not showing me all of the trades, it's not letting me scroll or anything. There we go. I was in big buys on USD check earlier, but the spread was too big and my stop loss was too small. So you can see here, come down, hit my stop loss, 116, 16. So then that was one lot, and 0.20, and it literally hit the stop loss, and then the Non Farm Payroll come out, and it went flying. If I had just stayed in them or even re-entered, I'd have either done the profit target or made back what I had just lost and more. It's just so much second guessing myself. And it's crazy because these are the same issues that I had when I first started on my personal accounts, whereas now on my personal accounts I've learned to not do this. I've learned to like just completely stick to a risk reward ratio and be like an emotionless trader and just in, out, hit stop loss, sound, hit take profit, sound, you know what I mean, setting 3 to 1 and just being systematically strategic with it. Whereas this, I think, because of the idea of starting on a demo account, it just, you don't respect it enough to treat it like a real account. And obviously with the drawdown rules, that's where you shoot yourself in the foot. So although this is a partial ending, it's not the full ending, and they say it's not over until the fat lady screams, and scream she will, because Monday is a new week. I'm back at it. See, even it's not too bad. We were on an upwards trajectory. We had our volatile moments, and these volatile moments is literally, I'd have like such a good day, and then you can see we'd get into the night time. See, why am I even trading still at 5 o'clock in the morning? You know what I mean? I should be in bed resting. Coming there again 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's the night time where I'm getting greedy and I'm like, okay, well, and not doing proper analysis and just jumping in trades. And whereas during the day, I'm sitting down, I'm doing analysis, and I'm sticking to it, and I'm waiting for the perfect entries. So obviously we need to sit down, look at what we're doing wrong, and then analyse that, and we like come back with a different approach next week, with a proper approach. Because obviously we didn't do too bad. We got up to 10.3 in the first day, and today is technically only the second day, maybe third day, third trading day. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, and I'm trying to be as transparent as I can with the whole process. But like I say, we're gonna go for it again because we want to see, like, obviously we've seen how crazy all the commissions are, and the swaps, the commissions are crazy. I think I've been charged £118 I think I've been charged overall in commission, which is crazy to think about it. And some of the commissions £2.44, £2.44, £2.44. With my personal broker, that would probably not even be touching 50p, not 10p sometimes. So obviously that's a drawdown in itself, but this is why we're here, to analyse it and look at obviously the whole process of FTMO funded accounts, whether they're worth it, whether they're not worth it, and we're looking at this over the long run as well. So yeah.